I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd Places Going Viral. You're up, Josh.
So I'm under the understanding that you don't like coffee. Is that true?
Ah, the taste of coffee? No. In order for me to like coffee, okay, let me just tell you the things I like about coffee.
All right.
Caffeine. That's
That's
it.
about it. Well, that's good. So you're normal. You're very normal. That's very average, I would say.
Oh, because most people don't like the taste of coffee. They just take
No,
it for the caffeine because it's
correct.
cheap. It's cheap caffeine.
I actually like the taste of coffee. The actual just coffee, nothing else in it. Just if it's good coffee, of course.
Right,
But
right.
just
What is it that you like about it? I mean, for me, it's very bitter.
yes. I like that. I like my drinks and I like my food having a little bit of a punch to it. Like my beer. I don't like my beer super bitter, but I like it to have a kick to it, you know?
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, does that make you salivate more, or is it that it just doesn't get old, or you're thinking about heartburn later on? So,
It lets me enjoy it. Because here's the thing. If
right?
I'm going to eat or drink something without kick or without something that's of interest, why not just drink water? Right? Well, I'll just drink water then. Like if it's really crappy beer, that light beer they call it beer. It's not actually beer, but like Bud and Miller and all that. I'll just drink water. Why
If it's
play
not,
around? If I'm going to
if
do
it's
it,
not,
do it.
all right. If it's not beer, then what is it? It is beer. I mean,
Only in the most technical sense. Chemically, it's beer, but it's so tasteless. I
okay.
might as well just drink water. Why drink
And
all that alcohol and not get something out of it enjoyable?
okay, so you're saying a friend of mine, she lives in Austria, and she said that Subway sandwiches came to Austria, and the Austrians just
Sorry.
tasted it and said, "This is so bland.
Yeah.
This is just so. Why would anybody eat this?" And I get now the reference of you and beer that's bland. You want something like, I'm gonna eat and I want to enjoy it. I'm not just eating for energy sake. And I have thought that in the past as a triathlete, as a distance runner, as a marathon runner, it was to eat just to keep going.
Right.
Now, as I've gotten older, I find myself like chewing more and going, that was pretty good. Or what herb is that? Or, oh, something's new in this one.
Well, and I guess especially too when it comes to things that have a price. Like beer has a price. Beer, it has alcohol, which has a price, right? It can give you a hangover. It's
Okay.
not always the healthiest to drink. So again, if I'm going to pay that price, I want to get something back in return other than blandness. I want to
Okay.
like get something enjoyable.
Okay. So this is the thought I have. Maybe those light beers, those beers that are imitation beers that you say, are just putting a lot of water in it so you don't have a hangover the next day.
But you still do. The alcohol content's the same, actually.
Oh,
Uh, well,
uh,
yeah, it's
I,
just
I
part of
get
it.
I get your point about like experiencing this, like let me have something that I sink my teeth into and I'm enjoying every single bite. And that voraciousness of eating. I love that. I love that idea. I wish I had it. I do not.
Do you spice your foods? Do you like add extra
Uh,
spice?
no, usually I don't. I'm bland.
Yeah,
I do like herbs. I do. I have oregano, and I throw a lot of oregano on just about anything that I eat. Um,
that's a very weak herb, by the way. It's a good one, but it's kind of like that's pretty weak.
Wait a minute.
Oregano. Oh,
Is
come
this
on.
is this a light herb? Is this like an invitation herb?
No, it's a real herb. It's just it's a white boy's herb. It's just that weak. It's weak
Okay.
sauce. It's
Okay.
weak.
I just here's the thing. I don't want to eat something that I have eaten. Here you go. I moved to Texas, went to college, my first year of college, and I was introduced to jalapeno peppers for the first. I was introduced to Mexican food for the first time. Wow.
Wow.
back in the 80s. And I went to this place and they have a skillet and it's like the ultimate nachos, and they have nachos and cheese. And then they had, jalapenos. They asked, do you want jalapenos? I was like, sure, I'll give them a try. So I think I tried one and it was just burning up. And I kept on going back to this place because I loved it so much that I would get to like three. Three was like my max. As I've gotten older though, I do not want to feel uncomfortable when I eat. I don't want to be sweating when I eat. I want to feel comfortable and good. So, I mean, I get that you like the punch. However, to the effect that you're going to burn your mouth, that you just...
Not that bad. I'm not that crazy. I'm not the crazy guy that eats the 5-alarm wings. Here's a test for you. I'm going to give you a test.
All right.
You eat green olives.
Yes.
You like them?
Yeah, they're not bad. I'll have them on pizza.
Okay. That's a start. There's actually hope for you. This is good.
They're green olives, so they're not hot olives. They're not hot pepper. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I like green. Like sometimes they have pimento in them.
Yeah, that's a punchy thing. That's a punchy food. Green olives. The safe food is black olives. Black olives are the safer one where like, I don't want it. It's too much flavor. So I'm going to do a black olive, but green olives, I'm impressed. That's good.
Okay. Oh yeah. My fridge is over there. I've got some green. I don't know if I have green olives now. Pickles. Sometimes pickles are like too ooh for me. That's why I've got to eat them with bread or eat them on like a veggie burger or something like that. Or chopped.
You put pickles on bread?
When I have a veggie burger.
Oh, okay, with the veggie burger.
Yeah. Oh, a veggie hot dog, and then I'll have relish, and relish gives it. I cannot just eat relish by itself, because it's just too much of a punch for me. It's like
I'm afraid to ask what's in a veggie hot dog, but that's all right. Don't tell me.
Vegetarians, yeah, they
they grind them up.
Throw them in there. No, I had one.
See, and I always knew they had a use. I just couldn't figure out what it was until now.
Vegetarians. Yeah. I was at IKEA today and I had a veggie hot dog, and it was multicolored. It was very no, it was not. It was the opposite of homogeneous. It was heterogeneous.
Heterogeneous.
Heterogeneous. Yeah, they had a lot of colors and different. And it was very. It wasn't bad either. They put like a relish, not like a cabbage relish on it.
Huh. Oh.
Okay. So you like a little punch. How far does that punch go? Does that punch go like here and then like 3 inches in, or does that punch go like here and then bounce back? Because that's what I am. I'll and then I'm out.
No, it goes about 1.8 inches in. So not 3 inches. I don't want something to knock me out, like you said, sweating. When I eat hot food, my entire head sweats, like my bald spot, everything. It just starts to drip. It's not very flattering. No. So I don't do that too often.
You ever find yourself eating and like you're at a table with people and you're just like sweating?
And I have to take my napkin, and my napkin is soaking wet because I'm patting my head as I'm eating. I'm not kidding. It's crazy. And this is not even with super hot. This is just reasonably hot, like Thai food.
Yeah.
Or Mexican, a good Mexican meal. Yeah.
One thing I do like is I like Indian food, and I always go mild. And then they sometimes push me. And if it's too hot, I have to have more rice in there. I mean, maybe that's what they're trying to do, sell me more rice.
The only two foods I refuse to eat, and I really can't, I don't think, is Indian and Chinese. Can't do it.
Why?
Grease. Indian food I've tried multiple times. I can wring it out and there's like a bunch of grease and it makes me sick. Like physically, afterwards, I can't function anymore. Chinese food is just gross, to be honest. It's just gross. And I've had Chinese food in China. Still pretty gross. Not for me.
Is it? Okay. All right. I have Chinese food with like veggies, and they stir fry it and they might sweat in it and
in grease and stuff. I think it's the grease.
Yeah.
It's such a low quality grease that they use that it doesn't sit well with me.
However, the grease that Italian food is in, you like. Maybe it's the olive oil?
Maybe. If that, like an olive oil is a little higher grade kind of grease. what they use in Indian food, I don't know, but it's not good for me.
Sunflower oil or safflower or yeah.
Maybe it's
Just
canola.
maybe yeah.
Do you know
What
what
is
canola
canola?
is? Do you
I
know
don't.
canola?
I don't know.
No, it's an acronym. Did you know this? Canola is an
No.
acronym. Canadian oil low acid is what it stands for.
Canadian? They grow it up there, or they just take Canadians and they bring
I
them
think they
out?
just, I think they ring the Canadians out, low acid Canadians, but it comes from the rapeseed plant.
Okay, okay, that's it. That RAPE seed plant. Yes,
Yeah, the rape.
I I read about that. So what you don't like is that you don't like the oil
Yeah, the
that's in
grease. The grease is.
the grease that's in foods, and you see it in Chinese and Indian. I do see it in Indian food. However, you know you can request not to have so much oil in there.
That's how they cook it. I don't think that's possible. Like
Mm,
I don't think you can
okay,
cook it.
I think we have time. Yeah, I, have I used to have a couple of cars that would run on vegetable oil. Okay, and there was a vegetarian Indian restaurant, and they had the best oil, the cleanest oil. You know, that was it. They threw out, and I took the oil. I didn't have to clean it that much. I could put it right into my car and go. And I've eaten there many times. I love it. However, their oil was the cleanest of all.
I'm just intrigued by you putting it into your car. How
Only for a
that
very
works.
short time. Very short
All
time.
right.
That's another
You're gonna have
story.
to explain that to me sometime.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places going.
Viral. Oh, pop, pop.
Here we go.